Shakti Kumar from JNU and Professor Shashi Kumar from DBAU Lucknow. I am really delighted that these two my esteemed colleagues, they have involved so much to the make the present day book. It's a valuable contribution to the Dalit academic world. So my two friends and colleagues on the stage and my colleagues here, Professor and Professor Omprakash Bharati, Professor Farad Malik, Professor and all the professors who are here, and associate professors, assistant professors, and all my colleagues, my students, my friends, well-wishers, and all participants in the gathering. Thank you very much for being here with us today and making this occasion valuable and memorable. Thank you very much. Today is the occasion of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Mahaparinirvan. On this occasion, on 6th December 2024, the book Dalit Worldview is being released, which is a compilation of various papers presented by the scholars who belong to different universities across India. The conference was on Dalit Worldview, organized by Karunyakara Institute of Dalit Knowledge. Now let me explain why there is a need of institute like Dalit Knowledge. Being an academician of more than 25 by now, it's almost it's about more than 27 years. However, the conference was conducted in my honor for completing the 25 years of my academic life. So why I founded this institute? When this conference was conducted, the institute was named Indian Institute of Dalit Knowledge. So Indian Institute of Dalit Knowledge, an online institute, conducted a conference on the Dalit Worldview. I am really thankful to all the contributors and my esteemed colleagues, Professor Shakti Kumar and Professor Shashi Kumar, and Professor Nirakar Malik from the Silchar, Assam Central University, and Professor Ratnakar from Maulana Azad Urdu University, Hyderabad, and Dr. Poonam Chaudhary from Moinuddin Qazi Languages University, Lucknow. All these my esteemed colleagues chaired the different sessions of the conference on Dalit Worldview conducted by the Indian Institute of Dalit Knowledge. After that, there is a change of the name of the institute. Now that institute is being called, rechristened as Karunyakara Institute of Dalit Knowledge. Why it is required an institute like Dalit Knowledge? Being an academician for all these years, since my student life from JNU and Madras Christian College, Chennai, and Sri Venkateswara Junior College, and Sri Govindra Swami Arts College, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. In my student days, all these colleges and universities, what I experienced is that 15% of the population of this country Today it's 18% of Dalits, their life history, their culture, their religion, their spiritual understanding, as a whole, their whole life process is not being studied as it required to be studied. So as a professor of this university, with an experience of this vast, of so many years, of different, academic institutions, I felt that there is a need of an independent academic institution. My dear colleagues and friends, I frankly admit that I got inspired by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, who established many academic institutions, many educational institutions, particularly in Maharashtra. So I thought that why can't I have an online institution? Because this is the age of online. I don't have much money to have a on-ground institution, to have a big building, that this administrative setup. So being a professor of a university, God's given an opportunity that it's in an online age. So why can't I utilize this age-given opportunity, which was not available to Babasaheb Ambedkar in his age? So I thought that the need of fulfilling in academic spaces to work and produce a serious research on Dalit life, there is a need of a totally dedicated institute. That was the need which I felt. Then I founded this Dalit Knowledge Institute. I am really thankful to my students, particularly my PhD scholars. Almost I spent in this university, Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtra Hindu University, it's about more than 17 years. So over the period of these 17 years, I joined here as a professor directly in 2007. In 2007, I joined Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtra Hindu University as a professor. Since then, I am guiding research scholars. So over the period of time, I am able to produce many doctorates. So some of the, if not all, there are gems among them. Those gems, today they are associated with me, whether they are in Wardha or in Delhi or Raipur, wherever they are still in touch with me. So they are all cooperated to make this institute a really valuable academic institution. And my good friends all over India, wherever I worked, wherever I served, wherever I had an interaction, particularly my friend Shakti Kumar from JNU and Shashi Kumar from BBIU, not only they chaired the sessions of the conference, they personally expressed their interest to bring the conference papers into an edited book. I felt so happy. So today, this conference book, the conference was held in my honor of completing 20 years of academic life. Since it is my honor, so it looked like that, the photo is there. The book is honored to me and dedicated to me. So I am really thankful to these two esteemed colleagues. Both of them are well known in their own areas. Professor Shakti Kumar is very well known, great economist of the present generation. And Professor Shashi Kumar is a great human rights scholar, well known academic in his field. He originally belonged to the political science, but he spent more than 25 years in his teaching and research and guiding in human rights. Same is the case with Professor Shakti Kumar in economics. Professor Shakti Kumar from the Dalit community and Professor Shashikumar from the Adivasi community. I am really glad that thanks to Babasaheb Ambedkar on this day, I remember that today we are all here on the stage. One and only name that matters why we are on the stage. The total credit goes to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. Had there been no Babasaheb Ambedkar, probably we won't be here producing this wonderful book. My dear friends, though this book is in my honor and dedicated to me, but this book is not about Professor Lella Karunyakara. This is not about Professor Lella Karunyakara. And I don't have any paper in that. I have not contributed any paper. This is purely a contribution made by 27 authors of different universities. And total 30 papers. Some 3 authors, they contributed 2 papers. And many papers we unable to accommodate in this book, because very strictly we have gone by academic standards. Why? Because Karunyakara Institute of Dalit Knowledge is meant for academic standard, maintaining that high academic standard. Since the Karunyakara Institute of Dalit Knowledge involves knowledge production only through English medium. So all the papers are in English only, and the contributors are, you must be wondering that, of course, from JNU, Professor Shaktikumar, from BBIU, Professor Shashikumar, from Assam University, Silchar, it's a Central University, Professor Nirakar Malik, and again, Babasaheb Ambedkar University, Professor B.M. Ravikumar, then Dr. Poonam Chaudhary from Lucknow, that's a Moinuddin Qazi University, and we have many scholars from Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtriya Hindu Vishwavidyalaya, and we have scholars from Pondicherry University, Vishal Kumar Dongre, and we have scholars from different places, different views. JNU, New Delhi also, Ayush Kushwaha from JNU, New Delhi, and we have a scholar from IGNOU, New Delhi, Anuprita Chatterjee. So different universities, MGH, all different universities, there are scholars who contributed totally 30 papers, edited by these 2 eminent professors, academics. I am really thankful to all the scholars who contributed. I am really thankful to my friends, my colleagues, and editors of this wonderful book. I am confident that, I am very much certain that this book is going to be contributing to enrich Dalit knowledge in the academic world. Today, we have selected this day deliberately to remember Babasaheb Ambedkar on this Mahaparinirvan day. We have selected this day to release this book. It's a deliberate attempt to remember Ambedkar, to our indebtedness to the Babasaheb Ambedkar, that because of him we are able to reach these levels. That's why though this book has been long back, it has been printed and it has come. We are waiting for an occasion. So we are waiting for such an occasion that it should be related to the Babasaheb Ambedkar, so that this could be really, the book is dedicated to the Professor Karunyakara, but on this day we want to socially dedicate this book to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. Please wait. Academically, this book might have dedicated to Professor Karunyakara. Today we want to dedicate this book socially to Professor Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, who is nothing but the architect of the great Indian Constitution. Because of that, millions and millions of people of India, their lives have been changed to better way. My dear friends, Karunyakara Institute of Dalit Knowledge, it is aimed basically to bring more and more research in the Dalit academic world by encouraging young Dalit scholars, young Adivasi scholars particularly. However, this book consists of papers not of only Dalit or Adivasi scholars. It consists of papers of scholars belong to, irrespective of the community, irrespective of the caste, irrespective of the religion. Scholars belong to different races, different religions. So that there is a reflection of organic as well as inorganic expressions of Dalit worldview. That is the point we have taken into consideration while selecting the papers by the editors. Editors have selected papers from the scholars who have different social backgrounds. The scholars from Dalit background, Adivasi background, non-Dalit, non-Adivasi background, different backgrounds, for the purpose that the book, the knowledge in this book need to be reflected from different perspectives. How non-Dalits have Dalit worldview, how Dalits have Dalit worldview, how Adivasi have Dalit worldview. So this book is with that understanding only. The book consists of the scholars belong to different social backgrounds. That's why this book is, I'm sure, very valuable contribution to the production, dissemination of Dalit knowledge. You may be wondering how interesting an independent institute able to conduct conference without any funding. No funding from anywhere, no funding from any government agencies. Generally, we in the academic world, we wait for the government agency to give funding for conference. Am I right, professors?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yes,
We wait for the government funding, ICSSR funding, UGC funding. Or Ministry of Welfare, Tribal Welfare, Scheduled Caste Welfare funding. But Karunyakara Institute of Dalit Knowledge, without any funding from anybody, it has conducted a conference. Really, I tell you, if you want to conduct such a conference of vast nature, involving the scholars from different universities all over India, minimum 50 lakhs you have to spend on the ground. Minimum 50 lakhs. Because thanks to the technological revolution, communication revolution, online age, we are able to conduct with a minimum expenditure on online. Then we decided that, but the book release should be offline only. That's why there is no online. Book release should be offline only. Whatever the expenditure it would be, no problem. So I really thankful to my friends who came all the way from Delhi, taking their flights. I was really wondering that when they told that, our flight may delayed because of the fog in Delhi and Lucknow. I really wondered. I was really worried. Everything is arranged. Flight tickets have been booked. On the 11th hour, if flight got delayed, then how they can reach the Nagpur airport? Then whole occasion will be it becomes kind of something difficulty in organizing. So we thought like that. Thanks to the God that the flight didn't make any there was no problem to the flying the flight. They have come on the time, and Professor Chobe organized one wonderful lecture on for the both Professor Shakti Kumar and Professor Shash Kumar in the Mahatma Gandhi University, on behalf of this Department of Mass Communication, I was told that it was wonderful, experience by both the speakers, and lot of gathering, good questioning, everything. And now I request you people to have any questions to pose me, because I believe that academic lecture means there should be a questionnaire at the end. You see, you may call one politician to the university. You may call some politician to the university. In the university, he give a lecture. After that, he will go away. Clap is there, he will go away. I don't believe that just because of a politician delivered a lecture in the university, it is an academic lecture. No! For being an academic lecture, it's not question that where you are delivering a lecture, whether there is a question and answer session is there or not. If you are allowing a speaker to face questions, then it is an academic lecture. If you are not allowing the speaker to face the questions, then it is a political lecture or social lecture. It's not an academic lecture. That's why in my department, whoever I call, typical JNU style. In JNU, many politicians know, they'll say that, oh, we don't want to come to JNU. They will ask the questions. When I was a JNU student, we used to go to, because in Delhi, by being in Delhi, there are many ministers available easily. They have to come only 2-3 kilometers to reach the JNU. No need to give any flight charges or no TADA. So we used to call the ministers. Once what happened, I don't take one name, he was a home minister those days. So when I was a JNU, I don't want to take any party name or minister name also. Otherwise there will be trouble. Here a book ceremony only. So because that time different government is there, a different party was there. So we went and called that man. So he came there. It doesn't take much time. He came by his own driver, his own car. He came there. We just gave a bottle of the water. That's it. And in JNU we used to organize on the hostels only. So that culture I have. That culture I have. So we organized many lectures, in my department, Dalit and Tribal Studies in Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtriya Hindi Vishwavidyalaya. So we used to, we allow the audience to pose their questions. I come to know that Professor Chobe also allowed the audience to pose questions. It means that there was a really academic lecture, academic speeches happened in the morning today. Right?
And very deep, very charismatic.
Right, very good. So that should be the spirit. That should be the spirit. So, my dear friends, I believe that here also this book is an academic book. You may ask a few questions. After that, the program will go ahead. So, any questions you may ask that to the editors or to me, because you might have gone through those who have the books. They might have gone through it. Very wonderful topics have been covered, and I think they deserve to be read out their topics. I take a little more time to read out the topics so that I'll give it justice to the contributors. The contribution of Ambedkar to nation building. Professor Shakti Kumar. Dalit human rights, assertion and movements. Professor Shashi Kumar. Ambedkarism and Dalit empowerment. Professor Nilakar Malik. Green spiritualism, a study on the dialogue between Gandhi and Ambedkar. Professor B.M. Ravi Kumar. Constitutional provisions and problems of scheduled caste. Kiran Namdeva Kumbre. Ambedkar's revolutionary reforms and empowerment of Dalit women. Dr. Poonam Chowdhury. Ambedkar's approach to untouchables and untouchability. Dr. Rakesh Singh Pakliya. Relevance of Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes. Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989. Dr. Kiran Namdeva Kumbre. Dalit Imagination. Mr. Sudhir Jinde. Role of Dalit thinkers in building egalitarian India. Dr. Naresh Kumar Sahu. Documentation of Ambedkarite festivals. Its organizing, growth and popularity. Mr. Akash Sanjay Kobrgade. Activism and awareness. tools of resistance for Dalit students against caste discrimination in higher education. Mr. Shreya, Ambedkar and Sociology, Nishant Kumar Dongre, Dalit Spirituality, Asmita Rajurkar, Dalit Women and Making of History, Contribution to India's Freedom Struggle, Dr. Bejalal, Evolution of Health and Dalit Women, Dr. Darshanam Banduji Mishra, Dalit Identity from History to Present Context, Dr. Smita Muralidhar Bhagat, Hindu Code Bill and Indian Women, Dr. Sukeshni Asaram Thorat, Role of Higher Education in the Empowerment of Dalit Women, Miss Arati, Academic Narration and the Dalit Community, Mr. Shashikant Bharti, Sociological Study of Social Distance of Dalits, Mr. Mahendra Singh Lodi, the first savior of Dalits, Shudras and Adivasis, Lord Thomas Babington Macaulay, by Keshnath Prasad. The precarious situation of survival, a study of Dalit women in Mandi, Bamora, Ayush Kuchwaha, an analysis of present social condition of Dalits. Miss Pallavi More, social status of Dalits in Bihar. Srilekha Kumari, an analysis of the economic status of Dalit women. Kalpana Devidas Buran, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's life struggle and Dalit inspiration. Vijay Shravan Kumre, an appraisal of the current educational status of Dalit by Mahendra Singh Lodi, an analytical study of the social status of Dalit women. Kalpana Devidasi Buran, Educate, Unite, Struggle, Ambedkar's approach towards rising consciousness in women from marginalized communities by Anuprita Chatterjee. So these are the 30 papers in this book. So by now you come to know that what are the papers, what are the areas. These are all research-based papers, well-researched papers. Our two esteemed editors, they have gone through systematically, they have edited it, selected it. Many papers have been rejected because without standard, without having that quality, they have not selected. And both of them belong to reputed universities like JNU and Ambedkar Central University, Lucknow, and both of them in their own fields, highly well-versed academicians. So Dalit, the Karunyakara Institute of Dalit Knowledge is maintaining that academic standards of global academic standard. So I want to make Karunyakara Institute of Dalit Knowledge not less than the Harvard University. Not less than the Harvard University. Though the institute is not a university, it's just an institute. Harvard University has many institutes. There is about Kennedy Institute, I think, right? Yes. Yeah. So here we don't associate it with any university. Though there is a Harvard University in India, there will be one day Harvard kind of institute in this country. That is Karunyakara Institute of Dalit Knowledge. This book is first step in that direction. That's why we have maintained high standard of academic orientation for producing Dalit knowledge through this book. And once again, I'm really thankful to all the contributors to this book and my colleagues and all of you for being with us today. I could see many of my old students and my friends, colleagues here. Some students came from all the way different places. Mr. Sher came all the way from Lucknow, and I could see Dr. Naresh Kumar Sahu came all the way from Raipur. There is Nilima Taksande, great lawyer. She will be assisting this Karunyakara Institute in legal affairs. So that's what I hope from her. And Dr. Sudhir Jinde is there. Mr. Sudhir Jinde is there. Kiran is there. Dr. Kiran is there. and yes, Dr. Sujit Kumar also there, right? And Chile is there, Mundalal is there, Dr. Mundalal, and then who else came from different places? Dr. Mungun is there. So our esteemed colleagues and my good friend from Nagpur, Mr. Sanjay Khograde is there and his family is there. And where is Kamalakar? Yeah, Swahas is there. Right. Then many of my friends and colleagues and who are invited here. Archana Balekar is there. And Varun, Mr. Dr. Varun Upadhyay also there. I'm really happy. And many faces whom the most important thing. Vijay, come here. So, yeah, this is actually, this book is, if you could see this beautiful typing and typesetting, it's because of the Vijay Kovalade. So, I am presenting this book to Vijay Kovalade. So, this is his, whenever you read this book, this beautiful typing and arrangements, it's all his mind. It's all, his, creativity. So he didn't take any money. Hello, don't think that he's an employee of the university, but he contributed free of cost. Because he knows that, sir, in our university, without funding from the ICSS, sir, there is no conference. But Karunyakara Institute of Technology, without any funding, you are bringing a book. So I don't want to take any money, he said. So it's my pleasure to recognize his great contribution and his skills. So I am presenting this book to. You could see in the acknowledgement, his name is there. So we have acknowledged him duly. So we are really thankful to Vijay Kovalade for typesetting and arranging the handscreen. Really thankful. Yeah, thank you. One more name is there. You might have seen beautiful, binding both the sides. The cover design. The cover design is another, very skilled people. See, Mahatma Gandhi Archana Hindi Vishwavidyalaya, though it is located in rural area, this my 18 years of experience shows that wonderful people are there, wonderful employees, wonderful teachers, wonderful students, very highly skilled. They only need good exposure. So I hope that this institute, I am being in this university, this institute certainly give them that exposure to our own university students, faculty members, and employees who are highly skilled. And certainly this institute is going to give wonderful exposure to them. So I think, we are thankful to Rajesh Agarkar for making this cover design. Is there Rajesh Agarkar is around? Rajesh Agarkar is there? Fine. So Rajesh Agarkar, another employee of the university, he also didn't take any money. So he also free of cost. He contributed this. So we have not paid any honorarium to both of them. How beautifully he made it, you see. So I request somebody to receive the copy and give to him. Anybody, Vijay, you come and take this copy to and give to him. This copy is to Rajesh Agarkar for making this wonderful, beautiful cover design. I am also thankful to publication, which has branches in Nagpur as well as Delhi. So Dalit publishers, the management of the Dalit publishers, I really thankful to them for making this wonderful book. I know nowadays publishing a book means it's a very costly affair. It's very costly affair. It runs into lakhs of rupees. So I'm really thankful to the Dalit publishers, Nagpur, Delhi, for making this wonderful book, for publishing this wonderful book. So give a big clap to the Dalit publishers. I'm also thankful to very highly reputed printers. The very reputed printers. There's an India Today group of publications, you have heard. India Today group of publications in Delhi. So their management, their printing press, that's called Thomson Printers Delhi. So Thomson Printers, New Delhi, that India Today group of printers, they have printed this book. That's why you might have seen high standard of quality of printing. So give a big, I'm thankful to the Thomson Printers, New Delhi, for making this wonderful, beautiful printing. And at the end, as my student friend and the coordinator of the Karunyakara Institute of Dalit Knowledge, it's a MRP is 850 rupees. However, Karunyakara Institute coordinators, they have decided to celebrate this occasion of Babasaheb Ambedkar to make it affordable, because Babasaheb believed in education, empowerment of power through knowledge. So making this book, what is how much? 630 rupees. 850 rupees, it's MRP. However, the coordinators, they decided to sell for today, it's a 630 rupees. So more than 25%, I think. So I know all of you are scholars, very much interested in reading books. So I hope that this book you may take it, buy it, and enjoy it and read it. So there is no language barriers. Indians look like that, they don't speak English, but everybody read English. That's the greatness of Indians. Most of the Indians, they don't speak English, but they can read English. So I believe that everyone sitting here, they can read English, so that kindly get this copy of the book, be a sincere scholar, and be a follower of Ambedkar. And follower of Ambedkar means what? Generally people think follower of Ambedkar means he must be a Dalit. No, not like that. Follower of Ambedkar means who believes in the Indian constitution and who believes that only knowledge empowers him. If you really believe in that knowledge empowers him, education empowers him, then buy the books that relate to the knowledge. And this book is related to Dalit knowledge. If you want to know Dalit knowledge, and I'm sure that this is the highly standard, global level standard, maintained, highly academically contributed book, Dalit worldview. My dear friends, once again, I thank you everyone for this great, making this great occasion very meaningful and purposeful. So now I think you can open the gathering for the open discussion, because after all, book release function is meant for discussion of the book also. So if there is one author, you can ask the question. The author will give you. Okay. But this is not the one author. I didn't author. If you ask any question related to any paper, I can't answer because I am not the author. And these two editors also can't answer why, because they are not authored all the book. They are just the editors. Only thing they could give you about how they edited. So what I say, since it is honor to me, I have gone to the manuscript. I have also gone through all the papers. Frankly, I am telling that every word published in this book, we three have gone through. They have edited, finalized the manuscript. Very thoroughly they edited. I am really thankful to them. Day and night they spent for editing this book. See, it's not very easy to write one paper nowadays. Writing one paper means you take so many months. These people reading 30 papers. Reading 30 papers, editing it, managing it, checking it. And we have invented paper out of after plagiarism only. Plagiarism checking ups have been done. That's why since we three are well versed with this manuscript, you may ask any few questions to me. I could answer. Any questions? Look, without question, there is no academic gathering. If you want to believe really this is an academic gathering, there must be question. And one more thing. There is a condition. Karunyakara Institute of Dalit Knowledge, the medium of knowledge distribution creation, only in English. I am sorry to say that there is no ban on any other languages, but Karunyakara Institute, like my university, where I am serving, Gandhi University, English is not banned, but Hindi is a basic medium of expression there, producing the knowledge. So like that, we expect, there is no ban. If you want to ask in Hindi, there is no ban. But I request the participants to engage for English so that, our institute, our institute mandate is disseminating, disseminating the knowledge through English. So I request all of you to take this opportunity to pose any question to me with regard to this book or anything related to the process of this thing. Yes, please. So ask.
Congratulations for this book through your Karunyakara Institute. Sir, I had some queries regarding the magazine. It must be mentioned, I am not sure, but I just want to ask if ISBN name is mentioned in that, and if it is there, what is the impact factor of this book?
I'm not getting your question. What question?
Yeah, I'll come in front.
Huh?
I'll come in front.
Yeah, come, friend. Is there any other mic? No. Come, friend. You ask.
Actually, I haven't went through the book, but ISBN number is there. And what is the impact factor of this?
It is about to, it just released. How could you find the impact factor? It just released. Yeah, SB number is there.
Impact factor will not be applicable for
Impact factor only for journals.
for online journals. For online journals only.
For
Impact factor for only online journals.
So for the
which journals?
Online
journals.
not offline.
Not offline. Offline also. Journals. Yeah, okay, fine. She understood. One mistake she made, everybody became the teachers to her. So her query, she's a research scholar from Jamia Millia Islamic University. So all is a good quality gathering here. It's highly qualified people are here. Delhi University scholar, Jamia Millia research scholar. So she wants to know that, sir, is there an impact factor for the book? I said no. It's only for the journals, right? Yeah. Any other question? Yeah. Actually, this book is not many people read. No, that's why may not able to ask the questions. However, if you want to ask anything about Karunyakara Institute of Dalit Knowledge, about me, the book, title, because you see, this is the conference. We have covered almost all related to the Dalit world. We have covered almost all aspects of the Dalit world. We have covered, Dalit world, the broad theme. It consists of different sub-themes. We are Ambedkar life and struggle, thoughts on constitution and constitutionalism, Dalit thinkers and social reformers, activists, Dalit identity, Dalit history, Dalit politics, Dalit sociology, Dalit economy, Dalit business, that is Dalit capitalism, Dalit women, Dalit feminism, Dalit diaspora, Dalit media, Dalit social media, Dalit cinema, Dalit literature, Dalitism and Dalitization, Dalitization of Dalit, Dalitization of Adivasi, and Dalitization of OBC Shudra. One thing is missing, Dalitization of Brahmin. That is missing. So next time when I organize anything related to Dalit knowledge, Dalitization of Brahmin, that also should Dalitization of all. Yeah, Dalitization of all should be included. So Dalitization of first we need to know what is the Dalitization.
So also Brahmanization of Dalits.
So Dalitization of Brahmin, no. This institute basically meant for Dalit knowledge. So, Dalitization of Brahmin. I am right, Professor Chaubey? Yes. Dalitization of Kshatriya, Dalitization of Vaishya. So, there must be Dalitization of different races, right? So, that's a Dalitization of Dalit, Rajas, Shudra. Yeah. Dalit human rights. Constitutional safeguards, SC/ST atrocities act, Dalit human rights activists and organizations, Dalit culture, Dalit lifestyle, Dalit food culture, Dalit dress culture. Look, you know why I am having this suit, beat everything and all my friends and my students? Because again inspired by Babasaheb Ambedkar. Can you look at the Babasaheb Ambedkar? So I feel that Babasaheb Ambedkar dress culture is universal dress culture. So dress culture is of Dalit also should be universal culture. So I really I will tell someone told me, sir, someone told that why you are having the suit even during the summer? I said that summer suits also there. Summer suits also there. You feel very comfortable there. And in America, people wear suit. Or all over world, in China, there is no place where suit is not worn. Everywhere people wear the suit. Not because of the coolness. For cool, in winter countries like Europe and America, they put the what? Sweaters only, like us. Suit is a advanced style of dress culture. Like cell phone. You have advanced cell phone. You have or not? Apple. The bricks or not? Like the dress culture also, I believe, being an Ambedkarite, I believe that suit and this thing is not about the cold or winter or summer. It is about the advanced dress culture. So Ambedkar, by having that dress culture, he want to give a statement. I want to make one more thing very clear is that your dress is a silent statement of your personality. Your dress is silent statement of your personality. Ambedkar dress is a silent statement of his personality, and Ambedkar dress culture is silent statement of Dalit personality. So this I wanted to give lecture on dress culture, right? So one aspect is lifestyle, Dalit culture, Dalit lifestyle, Dalit food culture, Dalit dress culture, Dalit language culture, Dalit greeting culture, Dalit drama, Dalit music. Om Prakash Bharati is there, okay, fine. Dalit drama, Dalit music, Dalit songs, Dalit festivals, Dalit symbols, and Dalit spiritualism. So these are the aspects of the topics we have covered, and I believe that it would really contribute to enrich the Dalit knowledge. Thank you very much. And any questions? There is a 5 minutes time. Any questions you could ask me? At least one question. In any language, if you want to ask in Hindi, no problem. At least one question.
आपकी किताब है हिस्ट्री ऑफ दलित आइडेंटिटी, उसमें आपने कहा है कि दलित शब्द की उत्पत्ति हिब्रू शब्द से और उसका बहुत पवित्र अर्थ है, और उसके ठीक पहले, उस किताब के आने के ठीक पहले जितनी सारी किताबें हैं, महाराष्ट्र दलित विमर्श की धरती ही है, और यहाँ के सभी रचनाकारों में, यहाँ तक महात्मा फुले के लेखन में, आगरकर के लेखन में, यहाँ तक कि 1920 में जब मुखनायक बाबा साहब निकालते हैं, 27 में वैश्विक भारत निकालते हैं, 28 में समता और 30 में जनता, फिर वो पाक्षिक साप्ताहिक करते हैं, उसमें कहीं भी हिब्रू या वह आशय नहीं है। तो जाहिर तो आपका बहुत बड़ा अनुसंधान करके आप बताया, और उसका एक आशय है भाई 3 शब्द हैं इस किताब के, और उसके साथ मैंने थोड़ा बहुत उलट कर देखा, बहुत अच्छे शोध आते हैं। इसमें हम कुछ हिंदी में भी करके बहुवचन में ले आने की कोशिश करेंगे, कुछ ऐसे में। तो हिब्रू शब्द है, इसको मुझे नहीं लगता है कि भारतवर्ष में विभिन्न भाषाओं में जितना विमर्श चल रहा है, कहीं यह अगर आश्रय लिया जाए तो फिर दलित का अर्थ दबा हुआ नहीं रहेगा, कुचला हुआ नहीं रहेगा, डिप्रेस नहीं रहेगा। वो संधान आपने कैसे किया? आप लिखते हैं कि नहीं, संस्कृत का शब्द नहीं है, मराठी का नहीं है, हिंदी का नहीं है, बांग्ला का नहीं है, ये प्रश्न है।
Thank you, Professor Chaubey. Though this is about this book, Dalit Worldview, he asked a question about my earlier book. I I think we don't have that book here, right? That is the history of Dalit identity. Actually, I started writing history of Dalit history. I started writing. Suddenly there was a controversy in Nagpur. Somebody from Amravati went to Mumbai High Court, Nagpur bench, stating that we don't want this Dalit word, it should be banned. Then I have to intervene in the court without any advocate. For your knowledge, I defended the case by myself without taking any advocate help. You know why? I am a professor. How can I give fees to the advocates, high fees? So I thought that I can defend. Because since I am an academic, the case is neither civil nor criminal. It is something like a social case. Means one Dalit guy says that I don't want to be called a Dalit. There should be a ban on Dalit. Then I thought that being a scholar of Dalit studies, I must defend the Dalit identity in the court of law. So I filed a case. Of course, some of my advocate friends helped me, but I myself defended the case before the honorable court. I defended the case by myself. So I have an experience of arguing the case in the court without being a lawyer. As when it regards to Dalit identity. Anyhow, coming back to his question, I want to say I'm trying to give the background of why I started writing this book. Then I realized that there must be a book on Dalit identity. So now I am writing a Dalit history that is going on, but Dalit identity, as far as identity concerned. My dear friends, I am a student of historian. I am a historian. Madras Christian College, one of the topmost colleges in India. I post-graduated from history there. Then from Jawaharlal Nehru University. Then as a head of the department of history, I worked in Babasaheb Ambedkar Central University, Lucknow. Then now here I am engaged with Dalit and tribal studies, where I am expertise on Dalit studies. So this much of vast exposure I have, be it Dalit history as well as Dalit studies. So I felt that I would be more authentic defending Dalit identity than any other scholar of any university. Coming to his specific question that why it is a Hebrew. No one. Before coming to the exact answer, actually his answer also he said. It's a Hebrew, he said, you said that this, everything. So everything he said, what are my views? But before coming to that, why I picked up this point of view? Why I picked up this point of view, which you don't find either in the literature of Ambedkar, nor on any other person, any other scholar. You see, researching knowledge has no time limit. Try to understand what I am talking. Researching knowledge has no time limit. Babasaheb Ambedkar claimed that Gautam Buddha is his guru, his master. Did Babasaheb Ambedkar interpret Buddha word or not? I am asking you one question. Did Babasaheb Ambedkar interpret the Buddha word or not? He interpreted Buddha word in his book, The Buddha and his Dhamma. See, what is the new to write Buddha and his Dhamma? When there is a Tripitaka available, you may say that, sir, to bring it in a small pen, one single book. Yes, of course. But however, every author has its own perception of reality, true. So Ambedkar brought the Buddha and his Dhamma, which is an interpretation of, it is an Ambedkar's interpretation of the word of the Buddha. What does it mean? It means that even if you accept someone as your guru, your teacher, still there is a space, still there is a scope to do research on the thesis, the philosophy, the word already given by your gurus, your teachers. Same is the case with Ambedkar with regard to Mahatma Phule. Babasaheb Ambedkar said that Mahatma Phule is my guru. Did Babasaheb Ambedkar say or not? Right. The Then why did Babasaheb Ambedkar wrote so many books? Which is totally different from Mahatma Phule philosophy. Different in the sense, on many things Mahatma Phule not given any position. Mahatma Phule believed that religion matters, God matters, but Ambedkar took little bit different way. Does it mean that Babasaheb Ambedkar is not a real follower of Mahatma Phule? No. Babasaheb Ambedkar is a real follower of Mahatma Phule. What I am trying to say that just because of when we say that someone is my teacher, my guru, I claim that Babasaheb Ambedkar is my teacher, my guru. It doesn't mean that there is no scope for research. It doesn't mean that there is no scope for new knowledge to produce. It is like that some people say that every knowledge, all knowledge, past knowledge, present knowledge, future knowledge, all knowledge is there in the Vedas. So there is no need to do any research. It's not like that. There are many scholars doing research on Vedas also. Did it or not? Did it or not?
Yes.
Mimamsa philosophy, totally on Vedas only. That's the research on Vedas, Mimamsa philosophy. That was not the ancient period itself. So no books, no knowledge is above from the further research. No idea is above from the further research. So what I did that, you may not find it on Ambedkar's literature. You may not find it in the Pune literature. You might not find it anybody's book. It doesn't mean that I should not give a new perception to the fact, a new perception to the idea. It doesn't mean that I should not bring the new idea into the academic world. That's the point number one. The point number two is that, yes, Dalit word is a Hebrew word originally. Nowhere in no Sanskrit literature you find the word Dalit. You don't find it. It is one Marathi Sanskrit dictionary. It is written, it's a Marathi Sanskrit dictionary. It is written that Dalit means broken split. Why it is written? Because of the reason that by that time, it was written during British time, by one Britisher wrote, by that time, the status of Dalits were really broken, split, depressed. So looking at that status, the meaning is being attributed to the word Dalit. Now my book is trying to argue that history of Dalit identity, it tries to argue that Dalit, the identity is not about their status. It is not about their social status. It's not about their economic status. It's not about their political status. It is a word which has a historical context. Before understanding their status as depressed, split. That's why I'm trying to prove that Dalit, the word, originally a Hebrew word, which has a different meaning, very positive meaning, very empowering meaning. And Professor Chaube's question has another second aspect also, that is, does it mean Dalits are no more depressed, no more split, no more suppressed? No. Why? Because Dalits, the word in Hebrew, doesn't reflect the status of Dalit community or Dalit as an individual. A Dalit could be, look at me, can you call me depressed, suppressed? Can you call me? In what way I am depressed, suppressed? I am a professor of this country, I am a professor of the Central University, drawing the, I think, the best salary which anybody can draw in a government employment. And having a suit and tie, speaking good English, have been educated in one of the best institutions, academic institutions available in this country. My friends, Shakti Kumar, Shashi Kumar, can you call them depressed, suppressed? Shakti Kumar is Adivasi. But when it comes to Adivasi, you don't say depressed, suppressed. Adivasi means, because that gives a meaning. Adi means first, Vasi means inhabitant. The first inhabitant, Shashi Kumar. He belonged to that race. So whether he is a poor, or having the tie, he is Adivasi. But Shakti Kumar, having a coat, suit, boot, still he is a Dalit means depressed, suppressed. How? He is a junior professor, right? He is a junior professor.
But my community is depressed.
Of course, our community is depressed, but not everyone in the So we are Dalits. We are Dalits not indicating our social status or economic status. It is up to you. If you think that we are still below than your caste, it is your problem, not my problem. If you still think that, when I say that in Hebrew, Dalit means, in secular way it's a gentle. Dalit means, meaning of the Hebrew is that God has drawn water. Dalit means in Hebrew, God has drawn water. What is the meaning of God? This is a spiritual meaning actually. God has, in Hebrew actually it has three meanings. Since the question is asked, I am telling, but my whole book core contribution is this only. So you please buy that book also. So my core contribution, the whole book is this much only. So if you know contribute everything, then you are not going to buy it. However you buy it. However you buy it. So I don't go beyond that. The meaning of the explanation, everything which I have done in my book, the meaning is God has drawn water. Further, still meanings are there. There are three more meanings. You go and read that book. I hope I have satisfied the Professor Chobe some extent. You do one thing, you organize specifically on this book discussion every time. Then I am being allowed socially. Now socially I am being allowed. This is one very wonderful situation. Right now I am facing that social ostracization. Leave it that aspect. My dear friends, any other question from your side? See, you ask any language, no problem. My students? No. Come. This is the last question. Because time is over, we are running out. I could see many faces. Come.
Sir, when we start journal?
Journal. See, I am basically professor of Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtra Hindi Vishwavidyalaya. And my first duty is that to do justice to the duties whatever given to me by the university. My life depends on my contribution to the duties which I perform in the university. Apart from that also, as Professor Shaktikumar knows me very well, actually Professor Shaktikumar became my friend. We have joined together in Ambedkar University. But Professor Shaktikumar knows me when we were students of JNU. Since then he knows me that I used to do many activities like this what I used to do. So he knows about me that even there also United the Student Forum, that UDSF. So I was one of the founder of that one. So it is like that. By childhood, I used to do like that. In school also, class 1, I started an organization. Class 1, remember? Class 1, we used to have a slate. Slate in those days, slate, right? So I remove all that, the slate used to have that, some base, this wooden base. So that I used to remove. My dad will give you new slate. And the slate has that wooden base, that I remove it. I take that one, those days we have to write on the slate with the chalk type of thing, right? So I used to write that. So I do like this, I prepare some powder. In the class 1 I am talking. And in class 1 my teacher used to go for the tea break in between the class. We sit in the class, he gave homework. Hey, right, I was in Telugu medium. Don't think that right from the beginning I am studied in some missionary school or highly English educated school. No. Till 10th class I was in Telugu medium. And for your kind information, in intermediate Telugu paper, in combined Andhra Pradesh, I was the second in the whole state. I was second by marks. In intermediate by marks, I was second in the whole state. In intermediate my Telugu paper. And what I am trying to say that, so I used to make some charcoal, chalk piece powder. Then I put like this. Even now also I don't have mustache. So in class 1 I used to put like this. And I take the sar stick I used to take. Because sar is not there. Sar is gone for tea. He has given the homework. Right? I used to take the stick. Don't do your homework, I used to say. You know what happened one day? I was doing like that. Sar came back. He brought very big stick. He gave very big shot on my backside. So I stopped doing that. So since then, I used to do these organizational things. I did these organizational things in my hometown also. Many organizations. My first organization was Netaji Youth Association.
a place called Satyagoda nearby Chennai. My dad was working there. In the city, I said, not in the school or anywhere. That time I was studying in 10th class or 8th class, something like that. Netaji Youth Organization. And we used to celebrate, some festival, something like that. So, my dear friends, why I am revealing all these things? My Professor Shaktikumar must know that not only in JNU, not only in Ambedkar University, God grace, I used to do all these things, now I am doing it. But now I want to focus more on the production of the Dalit knowledge, these things, right? So, thank you very much for your patience to hear, for gathering here, and once again thank on behalf of the Karunyakara staff, Dalit knowledge. Thank you.